Good Wednesday morning, everyone. Thanks for stopping by Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, your source for weather information for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith on another chilly, snowy start to the forecast region this morning with the in-depth video forecast analysis discussion for this Wednesday, the 29th, the last Wednesday of the month of January 2014. Doppler radar out of Fort Dix, New Jersey shows the snow that created a spread northeast across the region on the western edge last night and early this morning. It's now pivoting to the east and off the coastline. We had some reports of about 4 or 5 inches of snow in parts of Delaware this morning, and generally 2 to 1 to 3 inches across the coastal regions here from Ocean down to Monmouth County. We even had some snow back here through central New Jersey and northern New Jersey, generally about less than an inch. Watches, warnings, and advisories this morning. These winter weather advisories for southeastern New Jersey, all the way down to Cape May and Atlantic City, are all going to be ending at around 8 o'clock this morning in the next hour. Also here across portions of southern Delaware as well, they will expire. And the winter weather advisories until 10 a.m. for the central and eastern ends of Long Island. Not expecting much more snow in these regions here as the snow is pivoting now offshore, and it's even a little bit further off to the south and east of Long Island Sound here as well this morning. We have small craft advisories until Thursday morning at 1 a.m. is going to be for northwesterly winds and some choppy seas across the region. We can see the back edge of the snow now getting out of Rehoboth Beach, and it's now basically passing just to the east of Atlantic City right now, and offshore Brookhaven as well, and to central and eastern Long Island, and then it points out into the ocean here. That's the end of the snow for today. But we do have cold air in place with temperatures in the single digits to the low teens currently this morning. Morning surface map from weatherrowandoak.com. A digital atmosphere software shows the northwest winds in here as high pressure now begins to build across the Mississippi and Tennessee and Ohio River Valley towards the mid-Atlantic coast states today with a west to northwesterly flow. And all this precipitation in the form of snow here is exiting off the mid-Atlantic coast states. And this morning's New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia metropolitan area surface map shows the clouds are moving away and clearing is evident now coming in from the west here. Skies are beginning to brighten across central and northwestern New Jersey down into the Poconos and southeastern Pennsylvania. Skies also beginning to break now a little bit across southeastern Pennsylvania and the Delmarva region as well. But it's cold. Temperatures this morning in the single digits. We have -1 in Mount Pocono. It's 2 degrees above in Scranton. At Avoca Scranton there. Temperatures in the New Jersey, New York City metro area generally running in the low to the mid-teens this morning with northwesterly winds, and that's making the wind chills feel like it's in the single digits to below zero this morning. So you're going to have to bundle up. Another chilly day with moderation on the way. Latest water vapor imagery, actually latest visible imagery this morning shows the clouds beginning to break up across the region with drier air moving in from the west and from the southwest. Here is our plume of moisture on the water vapor this morning exiting to the north and east with drier air filtering in, noticeably so behind it across Pennsylvania down through the Ohio and Tennessee River Valley. And the latest radar this morning shows the precipitation shield once again making its way out over the coastal waters away from the New Jersey, New York City, Philadelphia vicinity. For the marine deck today, VFR conditions across the region. We still have a little of MVFR conditions and a little bit of IFR here at Islip where it's snowing this morning still. Light snow around the region. Also some light snow and fog here on the eastern end here. This would be for the Gabrisky Airport or Gabreski Airport on Suffolk County on Long Island. There some light snow this morning. Everywhere else, VFR conditions. Right now out of Newark, temperature 14, visibility 10 miles, a few scattered clouds at 6,500, overcast at 10,000. That's going to improve as the morning wears on. Some scattered clouds and broken ceilings during this afternoon. Northwest winds at about 12 knots, shifting around to the west at 14, gust a little choppy up to 21 knots this afternoon with a few scattered clouds. VFR conditions with a west wind returning tonight through tomorrow morning. And visibility is better than 10 miles, some scattered clouds around the region during tomorrow. And it's going to be a cold day today with temperatures in the upper teens and low to mid 20s, improving temperatures tomorrow into the mid and upper 20s across the region. For Philadelphia, VFR conditions this morning, some overcast conditions at 22 100 feet, broken at 1500. Those are going to improve this morning as we wear on. Temperature is currently 13. The wind is west, or north rather, at 9. Visibility 10 miles. Wind chill, it's chilly, it's 1. Broken ceilings during this morning. Westward winds at 10 gusts to 20 knots this afternoon, making the wind chills feel like it's in the single digits. Scattered clouds during this afternoon. This morning, a few clouds around the region this evening. Variable winds shifting around to the west-southwest during tomorrow morning. A few scattered clouds with visibilities better than 10 miles, and basically VFR conditions over the next couple of days. Morning NAM WRF composite reflectivity cloud forecast going forward. Here's our clouds and shield of snow exiting the region during this morning, and we'll see improving conditions as the morning wears on with nearly mostly sunny skies and few scattered clouds around the region, especially during this afternoon. But the northwesterly wind and down drying component should allow temperatures into the 20s this afternoon with a nice day on tap, even though we have some snowpack on the ground. And most of the cloud cover will remain to our south and east during tonight and tomorrow morning. Lots of dry air in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere working its way through the area. And we're really not going to find too much except a return flow here with a southwesterly flow Thursday night and Friday morning as the clouds begin to increase in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere as a cold front begins to draw closer to the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area, beginning to wash out on the northern edge during Friday with just a few scattered clouds. By Friday afternoon, a return southwesterly flow, milder temperatures into the 30s. We're breaking freezing here for the first time probably in many locations throughout New Jersey, New York, and Philadelphia during the day on Friday afternoon. We're going to have to watch moisture increase over the weekend. This is Super Bowl weekend and Groundhog's Day too, and the forecast becomes a little bit muted and a little bit bifurcated, actually, convoluted actually, through the weekend and into early next week. GFS forecast into motion. High pressure begins to build in across the region today, tonight, and tomorrow right through early Friday. And that high will continue to influence our weather with generally gradually becoming milder temperatures getting above freezing in many locations throughout the New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia, Delmarva region on Friday afternoon. And then system and a cold front will be approaching from the west on Friday afternoon, probably passing through the waters here Friday night, early Saturday morning. Could find a little snow or rain showers along it, and then that scoots out to the north and east. We still have another old frontal boundary here. The frontal boundary is actually going to kind of stall here, and we can find precipitation breaking out on Saturday afternoon, mainly to the north and west where this low pressure area towards the Ohio Valley lifts towards the St. Lawrence River Valley. We're going to be on the milder side here. Most of the precipitation will remain to our west, but we could have a little bit of light rain or light snow showers in the vicinity during Saturday night as the low pressure area moves towards the St. Lawrence River Valley and then drags the cold front closer to the region, but still kind of stalling out a little bit with one piece of energy lifting to the north and east. And here is where things become interesting now. On Sunday morning, you're going to find overrunning precipitation beginning to develop here across the Ohio and Tennessee River Valley. On the northern edge, it's going to be a little bit of snow. On the southern edge here through the central Tennessee River Valley here, Mississippi Valley here, it's going to be in the form of rain. We're still going to be relatively mild this weekend with temperatures at or above freezing in many locations. As the high begins to build in, overrunning precipitation begins to develop across the region. According to this model here, this would be for Sunday evening. Could find a little bit of rain or wet snowflakes in the region on Sunday night at game time for Super Bowl, but nothing that's really going to obscure the game. So the game is definitely going on here. Super Bowl 48 is on in the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area. And once this begins, this area of low pressure here across the plateau here, the southeastern plateau of the Carolinas here in Georgia, begins to move to the north and east and off the coast. High pressure once again re-influences our weather come Monday afternoon. Again, low pressure is going to be developing in the Gulf, and the models continue to want an overrunning precipitation event setting up again with warm air advection in place on the northern edge. Colder air draining into the eastern seaboard, just cold enough where precipitation could be breaking out across the south of Philadelphia and the Delmarva region as in the form of rain on Tuesday afternoon. And then the low pressure area once again rides the plateau region here, and it gets into the Carolinas with snow breaking out across the region late Tuesday night, early morning. Could be mixed with a little mixed precipitation around the coast and even rain across central and southern areas. We just don't know how much cold air is going to be in place here to support the snow to rain ratio, but we're pretty sure that it's going to be a mixed precipitation event. Then as the low begins to develop here, things get a little interesting because colder air will be drawn back into it as the low makes its way off the coast during Wednesday afternoon, February 5th, and we could be dealing with moderate to heavy precipitation in the form of snow and sleet, even some rain mixed in across the region on Wednesday afternoon as colder air is drawn back down into the system, and then that's out of here again. So it looks like the midweek period could be a little bit more interesting than what we've seen lately, but if you ask a lot of people, they really don't want to see much more snow, according to the people that I'm dealing with. And then just cold Arctic high pressure beginning to build in for late next week with dry conditions across the Central Plains all the way down to the Gulf Coast states and the Mid-Atlantic coast states for next Thursday, Friday, and next weekend as well. So be careful this morning stepping outside on that snowpack this morning. Don't slip and slide and fall. We don't want any more injuries than we've already seen in these light snow events across the region this morning. We'll be covering the latest information on Twitter, Facebook, and both sites, Garden State Weather, gardenstateweather.blogspot.com. We'll keep you abreast of the latest changes in the forecast for the weekend, especially Super Bowl 48 on Sunday night. And we'll see if Puxatawny Phil, Trenton's Thunder, and I think it's Staten Island or Long Island Chuck, the Groundhogs, come out on Sunday morning and let us know what their prognostications are for the second half of winter. I've got my ideas, so let's see what they think. And we'll be back in video form tomorrow morning on Thursday for Garden State Weather and gardenstateweather.blogspot.com. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. Be safe out there, and bundle up and enjoy your day.